Big Style Nary with AB Boxing News. I'm here with Peter Kid Chocolate. Quillin, what's going on, Champ? How's everything, man?
I'm good, man.
August 4th.
August 4th is it's a big day, right?
It's been almost, what, 2 to 3 years since you fought in New York?
Yeah, it's been a long time. It felt funny to have to go to the commission and get all my medicals done. And, I was like, man, this is not where I had to used to go before. And it's like a lot of new places. But altogether, it feels good to be back at home, to be able to showcase my talent here.
Is there any pressure going into this fight, knowing that you're coming back home? It's been some time now. Jay Leon Love, really tough.
Pressure bust pipes. Would you agree on that? Pressure bust pipes. Like if it was a lot of pressure in the pipe, would it bust? So I think altogether, pressure burst pipes. I believe in God. I don't have no pressure. I have no worries. This fight is going to be just the way it's supposed to be and how it's meant to be.
Recently, you went through some transitions with coaching-wise. Now you're training with Coach Sosa. Tell us initially how that happened between you and Sosa.
Well, I've been away from my family for the last 2 years. I was in California training with Virgil. Virgil's like always going to be a father to me. And I had to just make a decision to come back home, be closer to my family, to see if it's going to be a good thing for me to accomplish what I want to do, being close to my family. The sacrifice and the discipline, separating from your family, I learned how to conquer that. Now it's about being home and learning how I can adjust all my methods, my camp around my family, and that's something new to me. But I can say altogether, I get some happiness out of it because I get to see moments around my kids, hug my kids before I leave, hug my wife, kiss my wife before I leave, and be part of the family, and it feels good.
The gym is stacked with a lot of young fighters. Do you feel like that mentor with those rising stars coming in the rankings, B-Hop, Africa, Julian?
Yeah, I just talked to B-Hop a little while ago, and for me to be around these young guys who's looking to make a splash, any help I can lend them and offer them is always going to be a good thing. But altogether, they just gonna have to just learn their way, learn their journey. But at the same time, hopefully, the Bible speaks about being slow to speak and quick to listen. It tells you that when you slow to speak and always trying to speak and talk all the time, when you listen, you can learn a lot more. So hopefully they can take that to heed, and maybe I can teach them something about their career and not make some of the same mistakes that I made.
Jay Leon's perspective, he's been talking a lot about you, and I don't know your perspective, but is this more just a fight for you, or is this a little bit more personal, the way he's been exchanging?
Yeah, I think altogether, if you have a bad day, you go to that job, you go to your job with that bad day on your back, you won't perform as well. So I don't believe in, it's nothing really personal. Me and him is personable because we did, some modeling together in 2007. We was in the Vogue magazine, the Italian Vogue magazine. We made friends. I met his mom. So, it's probably hard for me to, probably say I want to beat him up and do this when his mom is going to be in attendance and be there and support him. So I think this is a new chapter in my life, to be very respectful. I know he's out there to try to showcase and do something with me, and that's try to beat me and try to get a name on his record, because he desperately needs one. But I'm just gonna go out there and be Kid Chocolate. I got some good people around me. Sosa has been pushing me to the max. So August 4th for me, it's really about him being delivered into my hands and giving the fans a good showcasing.
Winning this fight, spectacular fashion. Do you want a title shot right away?
Of course.
If you had to choose, which are the champions?
Man, it's hard to say that because we picking and choosing.
Yeah.
Usually if you pick and choose, like most people, they always pick the weakest link or something weakness. And for me, it's all about the timing. It's all about the person. It's really about the timing to me, because timing is everything. Things come at the right time for me. I think those fights will be presented to me, and I'm not looking too far ahead at those fights. What's real important is that August 1st coming up, I gotta be spectacular for that to be able to be available to me.
There you go. Before I let you go, lastly, give me your prediction between Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia.
Man, that's a very that's a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? Both are my personal friends. Shawn, we really good friends. Danny, is a good friend as well. I just keep my 2 cents out of that type of fight. The best man will win. Those type of fights are good explosive fights. Danny has a lot of power. Shawn always going to bring the best. He's going to bring everything into that fight. So these are the type of fights that makes the sport of boxing look good, with those type of fight. So may the best man win.
Thank you for your time, Peter Quillin.